Good morning and welcome back to Honeybee Farmstead. That's our house. We're driving away from it. We decided we need to have a weekend away doing some freshwater fishing, and before we get hectic with moving, because there's really nothing to do at our house, so we thought let's do it, eh? What do you reckon, babe?
Absolutely.
Got the big beast on the back. Where is she? Oh, look at that. Bye, neighbours. So we'll keep you up to date with all the fun things we get into on our holiday. Everyone out for a wee break, and we're in the middle of nowhere. Look at that, clouds and sky. That looks wicked, doesn't it? It's all raining over there. It's such a beautiful day to go for a drive and enjoy the country roads. Super enjoying it. Having a little bit of a break before we get really busy. So much driving. There was so much driving. But the kids slept, we listened to music and took in the scenery.
Guys, welcome back to another video segment of Going to Collie. We have just
We've broken down.
ran out of fuel.
No, we haven't broken down.
Yes,
We have nearly just
The
completely
fuel
ran
light
out
came
of
on
fuel,
and everyone freaked out.
and we just got
didn't
here in
freak you
time to get the fuel.
We got fuel, we're all good. So we're here in Collie right now. Here we go. My yobbo child. It's beautiful down here. I love exploring new places. I've never actually come right into the middle of Collie either. I love all the old buildings and stuff. But yeah, so the plan is for this trip, we're just going to find a body of water for this crazy mad
Fishing.
hunter, gatherer, fisher, survivalist to try his hand at getting some redfin,
Trout.
whatever is in the water that we can cook up and eat, and hopefully catch a few different things. The scenery here is so beautiful that I wanted to share some of it with you and decided to speed it up so it didn't bore any of you guys. But this is us arriving at Stockton Lake in Collie, where we set up for a little bit, let the kids have an explore and a play, and we had a lovely dinner together while overlooking the beautiful view. Watching people do some biscuiting and have a heap of fun. It was a really lovely atmosphere, but we were hoping to not have as many people as were there. So we decided to move on and see some more sights before it got dark and pick somewhere a little bit more secluded for us to just spend some time together without too many people around. We found that when we went to the Collie River opposite Black Diamond Lake, which is where we go after this little part of the video, and we did some fishing and some exploring and just had some great quality family time together.
See if the goodies are there. Shirties. That's what I want to bring today, just for a troll. I'm gonna do mine.
Look at the sunset behind me. So where we are right now, this is part of, I think, Collie River out off Wellington Dam. So look at that sky. Isn't that amazing?
We're gonna get moved on here.
And then look, kids at play along the river. This kid, it's all about the fishing for him. Look at this place, so pretty. So I quite often get carried away with getting things done and getting organised, and especially with like the purchase of this house, or this farm. Actually, it's got a house on it, but with the farm, I just get stressed out, and I like start peeking out about what I've got to get done and all that sort of stuff, and packing. And I decided that we were just gonna not do that, because we're still like a week or so off. Look at that sky, isn't that beautiful? And then behind me, if I turn, you're probably feeling sick. I would be watching this. Yeah, so I just decided, nope, not this weekend. We can just chill. So we are picking up something exciting tomorrow that we're going to take back to our home farmstead, and so I will be documenting that as well. But I just wanted to show you guys like us taking some time out and the kids getting to have some fun. As you guys know, I've mentioned a few times, I homeschool, so for me every day is an education lesson. So it's good to be able to take trips like this. My kids are super into nature, learning about different things, waterways. They all like to do like rubbish pickup and things like that, but learn about different birds of different areas. Yeah, so this is a great opportunity for them to get their feet wet and do some fishing, have some fun. Yeah, it's so awesome. I'm going to go down near the water. But yeah, so there's so many different things that we learn, constantly learning at homeschool, and it's the weekend for us, but we didn't want to have the same regimented schooling days / hours / terms and all that sort of stuff. We kind of wanted to just have it where it's always, we're always being educated, and community is a teaching moment. So right now my husband's up there stressing that the rangers are going to freak out and come down and move us on, and I'm educating him to relax and calm down and just enjoy the moment. We drove slowly because we bought the caravan, and we bought it with Alex's ute, which is a Ford Ranger, and my caravan's massive. So he spent a lot of time stressing out, so we drove really slowly and just took our time getting down here. It was such a beautiful it's been like rainy and stormy, and the breeze has been amazing. It's like a little bit of respite from all of the really full-on weather we've been having with the heat. So yeah, it's been so lovely. We've sung and done quizzes to each other and all kinds of things. So yeah, it's been awesome fun. I'm going to go now, and I'm going to have a fishing competition with my oldest son that's here. Brock's caught a fish. Hang on a minute, how exciting, he's got a fish. But yeah, so I've told him I'm going to fish him like to shame, because I'm really good at fishing. So he's so desperate for me to do this challenge with him that he even fixed my rod. I mean, it was probably him that broke it in the first place, but he fixed my rod, and he's like, yep, you're on, mum, let's go. Let's see who can catch the most fish. So that'll be fun. Hey, we're on. Gracie, don't fall, sweetie.
Oh.
This
How'd you go, mate? Look at that sky, it's so beautiful. So quiet here. Peaceful. It's the next morning, so Sunday morning, and I'm in my pajamas down at the lake. It's called Lake Kepwari, and I'm frowning because it's bright, but I'm also frowning because I'm super tired. I didn't sleep well and I'm in a lot of pain. But I got woken up to all these excited kids. I don't know where they all are, but they all wanted to, obviously that's Brock fishing, because there's redfin and perch and a few different things that they've released into this lake. But I thought I'd show you guys around. It's pretty beautiful actually. So the camp is just up there, and they've set up some really good camping facilities. So there's long drop earth conscious toilets, which I super love. They're very clean. Normally you see them and they're gross, but they're actually really clean and lovely. It's really peaceful and quiet. I think it was an old mine site maybe, and they've rehabilitated it. And they've created all these really nice camping spots. So you can
look at my trucks I got you.
Oh, they're pretty.
I got these ones too.
Oh, they're pretty.
We're married.
Yeah, I know. They're just walking by because they know it's out of season and they can just stroll on by. You can't touch them.
Untouchables for now.
For now. Just for now.
These are the two Mad King fishers.
And I have in your pockets. Mummy, do you like the glowing dark one?
That looks so pretty, Grace.
I just got it for you. Mummy, look.
You can use canoes and all sorts here, I think. Yeah, it's a beautiful big lake. And it's about 20 minutes out of Collie. It's worth seeing. We went and saw them all. So we saw Black Diamond yesterday. There's another one. I put it in the video already, but I can't remember right now. There's that one, and then there's the river system, obviously, which we've also been at and fished at. And we saw lots of marron, but obviously it's out of season, so we've had to put those back. But yeah, look, there's all tracks. It's really nice and tidy. We've got all, it's been done really well. It's a beautiful place to wake up. I'm going to go have a shower and get dressed, get ready for the day. We've got a lot of things happening today. One of the things is we're picking up something awesome for the new farm, which is kind of why we ended up coming down here, because we thought, we'll go down there and we'll go a little bit further, go see Collie, because I haven't actually explored Collie. Like, I've been into the town but never explored it. So I thought we'd come down and do that, and then on our way home we're going to stop at the farm and do our final inspection and meet the previous owners, so that they can sort of tell us where all the water and electrical and things are underground, so that we can map it and make sure that when we're changing things or running retic and doing all the things we want to do to the farm, we don't cut through any lines or cause any dramas for the property. Look at these bags. I am super tired. I know I already have them a little bit because I have 5 kids, but holy moly. So I'm going to go have a shower and see if I can try and freshen this face up a bit. I just thought I'd show you, and it's well worth taking a little trip here. It's very family friendly. It's very clean. It's very, very peaceful, and there's lots for them to do. So yeah, if you're ever wondering where a good spot to take your kids on a little holiday is, give this one a try. It's called Lake Kepwari.
Is this a Darken tunnel thing? I don't know, love. Can't wait to see this pussy area.
So we've left Lake Kepwari and we're heading on our way to a place called Darken, which is about 40 minutes from Kepwari. And this is the next stop where we're picking up our next furry family members. We'll keep you posted. And introducing Holly and Nibbles. We got them from a lovely family down in Darken, and I've voiced over this part because you can hear us talking to the previous owners, and I don't have their permission for that. So I just wanted to show you guys when they're all loaded up in the ute, straight into the oat and hay, and they pretty much ate all the way home and watched us in the car. It was pretty cute.
Goats.
Okay. There you go. Up there. Not in here. We're going to Papa. And we're gonna drop the goats off.
Check that crazy out. I'm talking about the goat. So we are... Now we're going to show you guys a little tiny clip of when we got to the property to do our final inspection. I'm going to voice over it because there was just a lot of background noise talking, and the previous owner was there, and again I didn't have his permission to have his voice on file, so I will voice over the next bit. So this is it. This is our new house and the lawn. Some of these things like these garden beds are going to be moved to the proper area. This gate here is going to be finished with mesh so that we can enclose the whole yard and keep our dogs in. And we've got a large chicken coop that's box proof here, and there's a second one that they were using as a dog run, but we think we'll put our turkeys and guinea fowl in it. There's a cubby house back there that we're going to finish building for the kids, and probably underneath put the dog kennel. This is planned to be my milking shed and my veterinary area for all my animal husbandry stuff, so medicines and feed and grain and things like that. Just here behind that is possibly going to be Brock's aquaponics shed, and he wants to grow veggies all year round, so he wants to be able to grow tomatoes in winter and grow fish and things like that. So much space out here, it's amazing. Over there is the machinery shed, some grain silos, petrol tank, water tank, those sorts of things. And we'll definitely find use for those. Up over there is Alex's workshop. And around the back here is the carport. And it looks like they've tried to build possibly even like a granny flat. If you see, there's the bricked up wet areas with piping. So I guess we could try and do something with that, but we're not sure yet. Head up into the shed and have a little look around. It's huge, and it's got like a boning room and a cool room. It's all plumbed in with power and water, so that's going to be brilliant for processing our own meat. It's exciting. Obviously Brock's over here checking out the things he's interested in. These are being left on the farm for us. They were part of the deal. The machinery shed again, and behind that is off down into the paddock where one of the dams is. Up the back here is going to be the start of the food forest. Lovely big shade trees. We don't have that here on our current little tiny homestead, so we're looking forward to having a lot of shade. Over this way is where the old chicken pens and stuff used to be. I am going to make use of them again, maybe sturdy them up and turn them into breeding pens for different breeds of chickens. There's a lot of little tiny huts and things like that around, sheds and just random fences and paddocks that we're going to obviously change around a bit. We haven't made out all the plans yet, but we're just going to move in, and it's really good because we're going to get to see the place in winter, so see where all our water flow is, where we'll need to be putting our swales for our food forest. This is one of the paddocks looking up from the house. And up to the chook pens again. And this is below the house looking up in the other direction. So where Brock's heading off to there, down on the right hand corner is a nice dam, and then directly opposite that, up to the top of the property, is another big dam, which the water almost tastes fresh. So I think the boys have got plans to stock it with perch and another dam with yabbies, possibly marron, we're not sure yet. But yeah, every square inch of this property is going to be used. I plan on all of this bare ground here on this side of the property getting a pollinator mix and having it sown right across the property so that it can be the start of our forage crop, but also can cover the ground and help start to repair it, as well as feed the bees when we move them over. It's up here, see some more fencing that needs doing. Lots of beautiful trees for shade for our animals, which is wonderful. And there is so much more. When we got home later that day, we settled the new girls in with our existing goat herd, gave them all a big feed of oat and hay, and just sit and observe them for a little bit. Nothing too crazy happened. They kind of got out and walked up to the top of the little paddock and weren't interested in mingling with anyone, so we just sat and watched them and watched Felix try and play with all the girls a bit because he's been separated from them for a while, and watched the storm roll in, and just sat there and enjoyed our Sunday afternoon together, unwinding after a big weekend.
Boys,
That little one is Holly, and that big one is Nibbles. Oh, good girl waiting to get out.
Hey Grace! Keep on.
So they are home and we're just getting Nibbles off now, but they're introducing each other and then we'll get Felix, we'll bring Felix in here so you can meet them. You're going to need to move that away from the hut or it'll blow on the fence.
Now let's go get the boy.
Do you want to go get him?
That's for you. Woman.
Thank you for visiting us on Honeybee Farmstead. We hope you enjoyed the little holiday to Collie, and thanks for coming along with us. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up or share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel so you know when we release a new one. Have a great day guys, and take care of one another.